Well, we're here at the Greater Houston Coin Club Convention. It's 65th show. We've been taping them actually since the 1990s. It's Conroe, Texas now. They've got the Lone Star Convention Center here. There's about 100 dealers on the inside, all waiting to do business. And we're going to go in and talk to them and find out what's going on in the numismatic market. Walking down the aisle at the Greater Houston Coin Club show, the Houston Money Show. Dealers putting on their wares out to sell. All kinds of people. You can see it's all kinds of really cool displays too. Here's somebody that's got a really nice display of some good Morgans. Looks like some toners. We've done a couple of pieces on tone Morgan dollars. Hey, that's Bonnie.
Good morning.
Hey, what's it like at the show so far?
Well, it's a little early for us here, but I think it's going to be very active. It was very active yesterday, very active. So.
And is this the first show of the year for you?
No, I did the fun show.
All right, and how was that show?
It was amazing.
What kind of things are people trading?
Well, people come to me for color. So I've got some magnificently toned coins this year and look to sell them. This is an 1878 cc Morgan dollar with gorgeous color. And you just don't see the pretty pinks and greens on CC, Carson City, Morgans all that often. And it does have a CAC sticker and just a beautiful coin.
What kind of value on that one?
Around $8,000.
What are these?
19040 Morgans in mint state 63. And these are tape toners. A piece of tape has been placed on the coin at some point. So we have the obverse and the reverse similarly toned. So we can assume these were both in the same grouping and kept together. There's some pretty purples and turquoise blues on these coins. Just a different pattern. I have this 1995 Eagle in mint state 68 with magnificent turquoise, fiery red, beautiful toning pattern. And then you turn it to the reverse and you have a pretty rainbow. And I think the silver really sets it off, the color off.
An Eagle's worth about $40. What's something like that worth?
$1,600.
And why does a person collect tone coins?
I think if you collect tone coins, you have a love of art and character of a coin. It has its own look to it. You can't find another like it, but I love art, so.
Well, here's a great batch of modern coins. These are the things that the mint is selling. And here's a dealer that obviously specializes in it. Oh, wait a minute, he's right here. Hey there, what's your name?
Larry Hoefer.
Yes, sir, and what are you doing at the Houston Coin Club show?
I come here as often as I can. They have it once a year. I started, I think, 4 years ago. It's always been very good for me. I appreciate it. Beautiful venue, so you can't beat it.
And what's the market like for these modern come-ins?
The modern come-ins are starting to take hold a lot, and people are starting to buy them not by collecting the entire set, but something that interests them. This is actually the American Bison, and the reverse, the obverse of it is exactly the same, but the reverse on it shows the Bison. That's the actual reverse and obverse of the particular coin.
It's the same design as the Buffalo nickel.
Exactly, except for there's no buffalo in North America. They're all bison.
And what kind of value on that one?
This particular one here retails for $275. The other one that really I like a lot is this one right here. This is the Veterans Commemorative Coin. This commemorates all veterans. And this is called the Veterans Commemorative. This particular one here is your World War II. The V does not stand for 5. The V is our victory in World War II. So this particular one here, commemorating World War II and our victory in World War II.
Value on that one?
Value on this one is only $65 for the pair.
How much silver is there in it?
This one here is 90% silver. It's 0.7743 as according to law of a silver dollar. This one here is a copper clad. That's the half dollar is copper clad. But all silver dollars in the United States contain 0.7743. That goes all the way back to the Morgan dollar.
Oh my gosh, there's even one with a baseball player.
If you're collecting baseball themed items, this is the one for you. It's commemorating Brick Robinson, first black American baseball player, and he had all kinds of medals, and that particular one there sells for $66. So you're not spending $100, $200 per coin on it. And again, this is a proof silver dollar.
And if somebody wanted to learn more about coin collecting, how should they go about it?
Buy the book. First rule of thumb. First thing I've told people, I opened up my first store in 1976, and from that very day on, I said, buy the book first. You've got to learn the book. Without the learning, it's nothing more than a piece of metal sitting on a shelf. You buy the book, you learn about that coin, you got a piece of history sitting on the shelf. And you can go all the way back to the Bison, the nickel, the Indian head nickel, not the buffalo nickel, the Indian head nickel. Or you can go back to the Mercury dime, and who ever heard of Mercury having wings on his head? Mercury had wings on his feet. It is not the Mercury dime, it's the winged Liberty dime, and it was made to commemorate freedom of thought. That's the reason for the wings on the head. Buy the book, it's in the book.
The market is good. Market is strong. Coins are selling for high prices. That's good and bad for all of us, but demand is strong. People are walking around and they're not looking, they're actually buying. So that's always a good sign when people are buying. Got an 1821 proof large cent. United States Mint claims there were 15 minted. It appears that actually 22 have been found. Regardless of whether that number is 15 or 22, still a very rare coin to have. I understand this one's genuine. I wish that it got a straight grade, but just to have one is a remarkable coin.
What kind of value?
Todd, what is the value of this coin right now?
If it wasn't tooled, it would be $35,000. Now with the tool, it's still uncirculated. It's roughly between $11,000 and $12,000 value. So the point is, when people tool coins and clean them, it depreciates the value tremendously.
So what's going on at the Greater Houston show?
Got 2022 Eagles out.
Yeah.
Complete set.
How is the popularity of those going?
We just got it going, so don't know yet. Already sold silver Eagles, but haven't sold any gold yet. We got first year and current year.
What is the interest like in the public just for precious metals in general?
Very high right now. In all aspects, paper, precious metals, and physical precious metals.
And how about people collecting silver eagles? Do they do it by year? Is it pretty popular?
Filling books up is very popular. They want 86 through the current date. And we carry all years, so consequently we typically have lots of guys come by and lots of ladies want to fill their books.
How much are the 2022s running now?
About $33, $34 a piece, and $660 to $680 for a roll. With silver gone up is the way it's been going up in the last week or two, it's up every single day.
What's the least expensive Confederate note you have?
I've got them for sale for under $20. They also can be quite expensive too. So this is an example of a $20 Confederate note. And it's actually a $10 face value Confederate note worth about $20 today. It's the most common Confederate note. They made 10 million of them. We estimate 2 million survive today. It's got the famous horses pulling artillery scene on the face. It's got RMT Hunter, who was the Secretary of State. And it's got 10 on the side, and the back, these are the famous bluebacks that were issued in 1864. This is an 1864 Confederate note that's pretty popular. When everybody thinks of Confederate notes, this is one that comes to mind at first. So this is something you can get for 20 bucks, and about this condition, this is an example of something that's about that price. So here's some large cents. These are $15 a piece. So this is 1819. So this is an earlier date that you'd find in here. I mean, they go back to 1793, but they're not $15 that far back. But for $15, you can get an 1819 in lower grade. The back has 1 cent, and United States around the wreath. So that's an example of an older one. An example of a newer one that's a little bit better grade. Here's one in 1850. 1850 is right here, the date. This is Liberty again, represented with the braided hair as opposed to the coronet hair. And 1 cent. This is worn around the rim. You can see most of the United States you can read. So we would call this a good plus on the front. We'd call this about a good overall. It's better on the front, a little bit more worn on the back. So that's what you get for $15 in large cents.
Well, I'll tell you, I go to a lot of these conventions, and just taking the time to look at this coins like this, $20. Here's an 1831. Really decent shape too. Here's one, $25. And it's all about condition. It's just slightly better condition. So just like a car, the more miles you have on it, the lower value it is. In coins, it's how much wear is on it. So he's got them at $15, $20, and $25. And if you want some serious things, look in the showcase. That's where the good ones are.
But today, so far, I found one interesting coin. But what I found was an 1871 Mexico. This is from the state of Chihuahua with the Nasser of M. But what this is a Mexican 10 centavo Republic period. Tough little series overall. This is a tough coin. Again, 1871 with about 7,400 mintage to start off with. And you got to consider all those that's been lost through time. So just imagine at least half of them are gone. Half of that of what's left over might be in collectors' hands. So who knows what's out there still. But today I found my bargain. I found my little gem.
So how many people do you think collect Mexican 10 centavos?
There is a small number of people that collect the Mexican 10 centavos. And in fact, in the San Antonio area, we've got a little group of us all fighting for the same thing. We came in as a group today. One of us started from one side, and the other one took the other end of the hall, and we're meeting in the middle and seeing what we all found. So I got something to brag, and that is my little Mexican 10 centavo from Chihuahua.
Up there and
Robin, the Turquoise Queen.
Oh my God!
She's even modeling some of it.
Oh my gosh!
I'm bigger and better now.
Look at all that turquoise. Did you buy a collection?
I have been just shopping for many years. Many years. Shopped here today and got a few
Even the
things.
nail polish is turquoise.
Oh, did you want it? Not today? Okay. You want to try it anymore? Feel free. You can try. I bet something fits you. It's kind of all different sizes. For the silver.
Indian jewelry, turquoise. It's always popular.
She's got a lot of gold, huh? She's got a lot of gold.
She's got a lot of gold.
She's starting young, getting the gold. Yeah, I just got mainly silver, a little bit of gold.
I like the silver.
Well, it's always fun. You can look at all these people buying and selling coins. I'll tell you, it's a real pleasure to be involved in this market. Coins, stamps, banknotes, gemstones, all kinds of collectibles. It's a great place to put your money. The experts recommend 10 to 20% of your discretionary funds should be in hard assets, like coins and banknotes. I'm David Lisot for CoinTelevision. We'll see you at the next convention.